All right, well, we're here at AFP 2017 with Warren Davey of GTreasury. Thanks so much for joining us. And I'm just curious, you guys are interacting with a lot of folks coming by your booth, and I know you brought some messaging along with you. What is it that you're hearing from corporates in terms of areas of interest they're trying to uncover, and what are some things you guys are able to share this year?
Sure, yeah, no, it's been a really busy conference. There's a lot of turnout, a lot of corporate practitioners. That's who we like to talk to, obviously. It's the corporates. And obviously, being a Treasury workstation, people who are either leaving an old system or stuck on spreadsheets definitely want to come by and talk to us. There's a lot of talk around payment fraud lately. A lot of people need the checks and balances and controls. A system kind of puts that into place for you.
Okay. And now GTreasury, you guys have been around for quite some time.
31 years this year. 31 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
Excellent. If you could give a message to the corporate practitioners out there, just in general, in terms of what kind of focus or emphasis should they have on Treasury tech? How can it be leveraged to make their processes more efficient, or to try and help out their organizational structure? What are some ways that you could give a couple pieces of advice just on Treasury tech in general?
Sure. In general, what I would say is, don't just buy a system and go away. Probably the biggest thing that people don't realize, because it is so hard for them to get a system a lot of times. But like a car, don't just buy the car and go away. Buy the car and maintenance the car and make sure that you're spending money on a perpetual basis. And that's regardless of your system, because you need to make sure that you're keeping up with the technology. The systems will evolve. You need to evolve with the systems. They're sitting there pumping in new and new functionality, so make sure that you're getting the best value out of it.
Makes sense. Okay, so last question for folks who are sort of new to the Treasury technology approach, or maybe they've come to an organization that is new to utilizing some of the new features that are out there. What advice could you give on making a business case for an investment in something like that would be of perpetual use for the organization?
So one of the biggest things is time. It does take a lot of time to do your manual labor, or if you're on an archaic system, it still takes you a lot of time to do all the things that you're plugging the holes with. So time is always a big one, and then it's opportunity time. So what could you have been doing with that time? Where is your value add in your organization from a Treasury team? Because all Treasury teams are understaffed and under budgeted, so get more time, get more budget, and be able to do that. And ROIs can come, all the vendors will have different ROI calculations to help you with that, but I think the biggest thing is your own time.
Okay, that's fantastic. Well, Warren, thanks so much. We appreciate you having you here.
Yeah, no,
hope you have a great rest of your conference. I'm here with Phil Beck of SAP Ariba. Phil, how's the conference going for you so far?
It's been going great. We've had great attendance from customers, a lot of people coming to see us and wanting to understand the broader picture of SAP and how it fits into the Treasury audience. So it's been great.
That's fantastic. Yeah, so there has been a lot of great traffic. A lot of corporate practitioners are here to learn. They're trying to look for answers to some of the solutions that they might have. What are you guys hearing, folks that are coming up to you with problems in hand, looking for solutions? What are people looking for?
Yeah, I think one thing that we're seeing as an evolving trend is companies with the economy more stabilized now, they're thinking about working capital as a true opportunity area for them as a business. And beyond maybe a point solution, they want to understand the entire cycle of cash conversion. How can they impact it? It's become a strategic priority for them, whereas maybe in the last few years it wasn't. So that's a big change that we're seeing this year compared to last year or the year before here.
And then for, we've noticed that there's, treasurers of all levels of experience, both new and seasoned. For the folks who are coming in looking for a solution that maybe don't have experience with that, how would you help frame, where people can get started? What's a good direction as they're looking to approach this new landscape?
One of the key things that we're seeing, and they're actually bringing it to us, is they want help on how to bring together the different silos in their own organization. So they might be a treasurer saying, how do I connect to my procurement person that's required for me to execute my program? Who do I need from IT involved? So it's really thinking about it more cross-organization and cross-platform. How do I get the organization together? They have a desire in Treasury, they've been tasked with a working capital management objective, and now they want to know, how do I bring my organization together to execute on it? That's probably the first thing that we're hearing, and we're giving recommendations that alignment is critical, absolutely critical to getting fast success and getting the result they're looking for.
Okay. And then for a cheap, quick pitch on SAP Ariba, tell me, for those who aren't aware of who you guys are, you have a big footprint in the space, so there's probably not few, but who is SAP Ariba and what do you guys offer the market?
Happy to do that. So SAP Ariba is a division within SAP, and we run the world's biggest business-to-business network. So we have about $2 trillion of volume of business-to-business traffic on our network. And we automate everything from the source to settle process, everything from a purchase order back all the way to the final payment and settle that payment. And specifically for treasurers for this environment, we're helping really in that invoice to payment cycle, automate it and ultimately extract the working capital management value out of that business. And we do that connected to our parent SAP, as well as for every other ERP and platform out there.
Well, thank you so much, Phil. It's been a pleasure.